Good morning, anglers. This is Anglers 48. I'm here from Port Mansfield. I got here about 45 minutes ago. I haven't had any bites. I'm trying the gulp right now. That's the white curly tail gulp. I'm wade fishing. I didn't bring my kayak. I wanted to try something different. Uh, there was a comment by one of my subscribers. How you doing? Ripping lips. They asked a question, and basically, in response to the question is, I'm one of those kind of anglers that likes to fish solo. I do bring my partner in crime, Tony, sometimes, but like I told him, I like to be moving around. Doesn't work there, here, I'll go there. Doesn't work there, I'll be moving around, and I'll tell him, hey, you don't have to follow me around. We all like to, do different things, try different things. So, and if I make that commitment of at this point, in my life, I haven't gone to the lengths of want to experience inviting some of my patrons or some of my subscribers. Probably in the future I'll be commenting that I'll be at this place, and if you all see me here out on the water, hey man, you want to tag along, that's fine. But I don't want to do any invites and then start freelancing, because I'm a freelancer. You know what I mean? What may be good to, for example, my partner in crime may not be good for me. So there are times when we both get here together. But he's on one end, I'm moving around on the other end. So, and I do understand that sometimes when you go fishing, as a tandem, you wanna kind of stick together, and I don't want to get into a situation where I'm neglecting my invite. So, but for the most part, no disrespect, ripping lips. Do appreciate you wanting to comment on that. But that's pretty much how it stands right now. Maybe in the future, I may change my mind and I'll be sure to invite you first. But for right now, let's get to work. I'm fishing here on the north side of town. Again, no kayak today. Let's see if you anglers bring me some luck. Again, I didn't buy any live shrimp like I did last week. I wanna force myself to fish with artificial and top water. I overheard that angler over there hook up on a trout on a top water. So good for him. Basically, anglers, the targeted species is trout, bottom slot reds. I don't want to take any massive redfish or top slot redfish. Something underneath the totem pole, barely legal. If that makes any sense. So something that I can easily do a catch and cook. If we go to the in-laws tonight, I'll go ahead and do that catch and cook for you guys. I am gonna try doing the catch and cook with a pot instead of the skillet type, because it could have been that it was a trout, because it was a trout that I did, but it wasn't as good as I wanted it to be during the Super Bowl. So it wasn't as good as there was a thump there. Got a thump. And exactly where I'm fishing at, there's the north side of town right there, and I'm fishing about maybe 60, 70 yards from the shore, and I'm going towards the cove. There's a cove on the north side of town, and I gotta take advantage of the time right now. You know, the morning, early in the morning. That's when the best time to fish. As the morning goes on, the chances not necessarily go down, but I mean, I've been fishing where nothing in the morning, and all of a sudden, like later in the morning, boom, something nice, like that 32-inch red that I caught several months ago. But it is low tide right now. And I do see movement from bait fish. I haven't seen any blow-ups, anglers. No blow-ups so far. And I tried a little bit of some dead shrimp that I had, because it was still dark. And I tried the top water as well. And again, no hits. There's a slick part right here. Supposedly, from what you know, I remember, and what I've heard from anglers is, whenever you see a slick spot, that's a sign of the trout, and that's where supposedly the trout, well, that's what I was told, they throw up and they regurgitate what's in their mouths, and that it becomes like a slick spot. So, truth or myth, anglers, truth or myth. And the reason I didn't bring my kayak was because I was anticipating a different type of weather, and I didn't want to load the kayak, batteries, gear, motor, and then not have to use it, you know, and just have it there where possibly somebody can come and, you know, as they do the unthinkable. So right now I'm casting towards that slick spot. I may be a little too far away, so right now, to reach it, but I'm trying to walk the shoreline. And this is something that you all can do. About 70 yards from the shoreline, you just walk north, and you're fanning. Okay, everyone, you throw right in the middle and then throw it over here. Sometimes you want to keep the lure as close to the bottom as possible. That way, if there's a flounder, you know, you can also have a chance at that. So there are a few anglers that headed north as well. There's some anglers that are at the edge of the cove, and I've seen anglers at the edge of the cove, and that may be some type of honey hole, because I've seen several, in several different instances where they're fishing out of that area there. One of the last times that I was here on my kayak, close to the cove here, I was having some success with the white gulp on my popping cork, and 2 weeks ago I was on the south side of the town. No luck there. Last week I was at Arroyo City. So far, no hits on the white gulp, anglers. I'm gonna switch off to the new penny gulp. And I hope you guys have been doing well, anglers. Hope you've been doing well. And yeah, like I said, sorry, ripping lips. It's not that I don't wanna invite. It's just that I've always flown solo, with the exception of my in-laws' nephews, who I would take. But even when I would come fishing with my father, sometimes I would see myself leaving him on the shore, and I would be out there in the water, and I would feel kind of bad, because we come as a team, and there you are, doing your own thing. So I like to freelance a lot, move around, try different spots, and yeah, that's the only thing. I know that like Thresher, he does a lot of by himself. I haven't seen him invite people. RX Angler, he does invite subscribers. He's made a couple of videos where he's invited some of the subscribers. So, that's something. That's okay. But maybe in the future, that could be some type of possibility. Excuse me. And there's that slick spot. I don't know if the camera can capture it. I think I'm close enough now to be able to hit it. The Fisherman's Almanac called for fair fishing times. In other words, you have best, good, and worst fishing times. So today it said fair. There's grass in this area. Sometimes when there's grass, the fish can ambush. The fish can ambush their prey. Yeah, so there at the Stripes, there was this gentleman that I was talking to at the Stripes in Rio Hondo. They go in Port in Raymondville. And we started talking, and he said that he was a guide, and that he knew some of the fishing spots, but we didn't talk for much. We were both waiting for our breakfast. But I told him that I had seen some fishing guides around this area right here. And he says that he knows a lot of good fishing spots, but he usually goes about 15-20 miles into the water there. I've been watching the birds work the water there. So right now I'm gonna switch off to the dead shrimp again on my popping cork. This is the new penny English right here. That's the new penny gulp. I haven't had success on that one, just on the white gulp. My partner in crime, Tony, it's been a couple of weeks already that we haven't come fishing out here. He's tied up into things, and I understand. He has other interests. There's some movement there. Let's see if it's game fish. No. Felt a thump. That was a thump right there. I do have my gold spoon, and I haven't had that much success on my gold spoon either. So if you if this is your first time watching the channel, hey man, go ahead and hit that subscribe button to help the channel out a little bit. I wanted to try, a different spot at the island, but today anglers is low tide. So that's one of the things that I'm kind of like worried about, that if I go to the island, that this is gonna be the shoreline, and where you see the crab marker there, that's where the water begins. That's how bad the tide is. So that would be a really, really bad thing, because to start off, you're already skunked, so it's a good thing I came to this spot right here, Port Mansfield. So there's some birds again, about 300 miles away, and they're going back and forth, and there's probably trout out there, because that's what I was getting into the other time, trout. And again, I'll be letting my first fish go, my first keeper fish. I'll be letting that one go. Let me switch off to my popping cork. Let me try some frozen shrimp, dead shrimp, and for those of you again, anglers, who would one day, like to, before I switch off, let me try my red artificial. This one used to be my favorite many years ago. It used to be my favorite, but I started trying different other lures, and when I went back to it, I wasn't getting any hits, so it stopped being my favorite. So I'm gonna try it a couple of times. There's all kinds of birds coming right at me. Yeah. Let me see if they're into the red. I'll get back to you on that thought that I had. Fishing anglers, it's gonna be, what is the fish in the mood for? What are we in the mood for? Hey man, one day you're in the mood for burgers. Another day you're in the mood for, I don't know, fish or chicken or whatever. So what worked one day for you may not work the next day you come, the next time. So it's good to try different things in your arsenal. You know what I mean? I haven't hit the honey hole yet, anglers. Haven't hit it yet. So let me try the shrimp now. Okay. Like I said, going back to what I was talking about. If you fish and you want to upload your videos, by all means, that's something you can look into. It's not very difficult. You can watch yourself, make any adjustments, anglers, to your fishing. Talk about your experiences. It's a good thing. You just need to set up a Google account if you don't have one, and upload your video. Just get yourself a camera. And with your videos, you want to try to keep the videos coming. If you want to have the people know where you're fishing or catching fish, you can make a comment of it, put it on the description. So that's something you can look into. This will be my last cast for video number 1, anglers. That was a game fish over there. That was a game fish. He jumped out of the water there. This will be my last cast unless something bites here. But if I start getting into the game fish, I'll go ahead and upload another video. And the argument can be made that life Live shrimp is better than frozen. That it can be made, but chances are it always happens. Once I cut off on the video, I start getting hits. So I'll check back with you in a little bit, anglers, from Port Mansfield. This is Anglers 48 signing off. Okay, still trying to sign off, anglers.